It's LAWMAN Mike with www.lawmanguitars.com. Hey, I've got the second 1965 Gibson J50 of the day. That's right, we just demoed one just before this for a friend of mine who's got a 1965 J50 for sale. This happens to be LAWMAN's 1965 J50 for sale. Yes, I'm starting to sell some of my personal guitars. It's hard, but you know what? You have to do it once in a while, or they just start stacking up. This one has a very, very, very interesting story I want to tell you. This guitar actually came from the same shop that the one just before came from Rob's here in Des Moines at Rob's Southside Music. This sat in his window, believe it or not, in his window for like a really, really long time. And when I first met Rob, I'd go in there and say, I want to buy that guitar in the window. He says, it's not for sale. Go in there the next week. I want to buy the guitar in the window. It's not for sale. We went round and round and round. He told me it wasn't his guitar. It belonged to somebody, and he wanted it fixed. It had no top. The top had been smashed in. It was missing, of course, the pickguard and the bridge, and the top was all smashed into the guitar. And it was like, that guitar needed someone to love it. So I said, look, tell you what, how about I buy the guitar from him and give you a little commission? And he said, great, sold. So we were able to make a deal. It had no top, as I just explained. I took it to one of our guys here in town, Norm over at Tree Works, and I said, hey, Norm, I said, I need a top on this guitar. He goes, yes, you do. So Norm, gratefully, I'm really happy that he did it. He bought a beautiful matched AAA Spruce torrefied spruce top for it and put it on here, and he sanded that thing down. It is like whisper thin, because that's what was on the guitar, was a very, very thin top. And this, what a tone this guitar has now. But the funny thing about it is, I'll get to that in just a minute. We also, I found an original bridge, adjustable bridge for it. Of course, the bridge pins are not original, and we added this pickguard, which I had around. It's, of course, not the original pickguard, but I thought it looked nice on there. So anyway, let's talk about this top again. What's really strange, he certainly hit it with some nitro lacquer, but it wasn't but just a few months, and all of a sudden, little tiny finish crazing started showing up. And then more showed up, and more showed up, and after a few months, I was back at Norm's shop, and I brought the guitar to him, and he goes, what's going on with that top? I go, I don't know. He goes, well, you want me to redo it? I go, no. You're missing the point. It looks vintage. It's unbelievable how this guitar looks. So it's got a very thin top. It's got nitro on it, and it's just absolutely unbelievably cool. And I've used it for a lot of years, and it's time to move it along. It's got a 1 5/8 inch nut, which identifies it as a 65, 24.5 inch scale neck, whisper low action. He didn't have to do a neck reset. I mean, the neck angle was great. He says, Mike, there's nothing wrong with that. It does not need a neck reset. The sides and back are beautiful. Didn't need anything but being cleaned up. So obviously someone stepped on the guitar, and it looked like it'd been in a barn forever. We cleaned out the inside. There was all kinds of birds' nests and wasp things, and it was a mess. But we did all that we needed to do for this guitar. I played this guitar at church many, many times. I kind of rotated this one with my J45, and just loved the tone. I had a LR Bags in it, which sounded great. So yes, I did replace the end pin with one of those things from StewMac, so that this fits in there for the larger hole that came from putting the end pin jack in it. So there was an end pin jack. If you're going to electrify it, it's already set up for that. So get this out of here. You have to use a little Allen wrench inside to get it out, but you guys know how to do that. But anyway, it's... where was I going with this? The frets, I think, had been replaced. Yeah, I mean, those are really, really beautiful big frets, and whoever did it did a great job, because there's really little or no... Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of breakout up in here from where the frets have been replaced, or else those are my finger divots. But anyway, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I was playing it at church one Sunday, and I came off the platform and I said to the guitar player, I said, man, that guitar sounded good today. I don't know what was going on, but it just sounded unbelievable. And I was kind of rubbing my hand over it, and I went, what's this? I played it so hard, a crack appeared. What happened was the bridge, or the brace that goes across here, dropped, and it took this real thin top with it. So I took it back to Norm, and he goes, oh my goodness, Mike, I'm so sorry, I'll replace the top. I said, no, don't replace the top. Fix the crack. So you can see it right in here if you hold it just right. And he fixed it beautifully. Can you see the crack? Yes. Is it fixed well? Yes. Did I want it fixed? No. It makes it more vintage. So that's part of the panache of this guitar, is it's had a top crack that's been repaired. But enough about all that. I put the original tuners back on. Those are single line cloisons, which would be correct, either that or some early double lines. This one had single line cloisons on it, so that's on it. Did not put a, oh yeah, there was a strap button on here originally. I filled it in because I don't like those, so I like the headstock straps. So there's a repair here. So, but the guitar sounds beautiful, don't you think? When you want to. This guitar. Hope someone who wants a really, really special guitar with quite a story about it gets this guitar. It's for sale. I'm going to hate to ship this one out, but it is for sale, and it's just an awesome guitar. I played it a lot and loved it. We did not get an original case with it. You know, like I said, it sat in a store window for probably close to a year. I had this special case. Brian was just talking about this case. He goes, wow, what a case. And that's what I said when it showed up. I can't remember what it came in. It was sent to me by my guy down in Virginia with all the Japanese guitars, and something showed up in this case. And I'm going, that's going to need a very, very special guitar. Well, guess what? It fits my J50 perfect. It's a big dreadnought case. It's a brand new case with this blue interior and this, it's almost like a travel case for airlines. I mean, it's really, really stiff and hard, and it's virtually brand new. So, hate to sell it, but you know what, guys? You're going to get a really, really cool guitar with that one. 1965 Gibson J50 with a super nice narrow neck. So hit that subscribe, and you'll see me next month again. We also are on Facebook with Lawman Guitars. We're on LinkedIn. We got our webpage, www.lawmanguitars.com. You can go to our reverb shop, Lawman Guitars. We're all over the place. If you just Google Lawman Guitars. I promise you'll find us. So we've got, goodness gracious, we've got over 500 listings right now. I mean, we've got tons of vintage parts we've been posting, and vintage cases and guitars, and got all kinds of cool stuff. So check out our site. Appreciate you watching, and hope we'll see you next month. Thanks a lot for watching.